Hey everybody, it's Romania Black, and I, this morning watched the season finale of Kuroko's and basketball, and that was a fun time. I had a lot of fun with those episodes. That was such a great season finale. That game, oh my god, Yosin. I'm excited to see your comments, but I'm going to be out of town this weekend, so I'm recording this ahead, since I won't have time this weekend to record it, so I am going to be looking at, in between seasons 2 and seasons 3, the same type of extras that I looked at between seasons 1 and seasons 2. So we're kind of doing the same format we did last time. Starting out, there is an OVA that happens, a special episode. It's like 17 minutes long that happens after season 2, and that's what we're going to watch first. And then there is the set of bloopers for season 2, which would be episodes 1 through 9 of those. And they're only like a couple minutes each, right? And then Truck on Patreon has been ever so gracious to translate themselves the audio dramas for season 2. There's 6 altogether, but we're going to look at 1 in this video, and then the other 5 we're going to look at next week. So I didn't want to do 6 altogether. I wanted to break it up just a wee bit, so I figured the special's only 17 minutes, and by the time you do all the extras, it's only like the equivalent of like 1 episode. So I was like, it'll be fine. We'll just go ahead and watch one of the audio dramas in this video and talk about it as well. So I'm excited. That should be fun. So the next week we'll finish up the other audio dramas, and then after that we'll have the character songs for season 2, which I've been told is not as many as season 1. Good. Season 1 took an entire day to record, and I'm like, So I'm glad that won't be the case, but as much as I like Kuroko's basketball, listening to 52 songs was a lot. So I am excited for season 2 song those, because I did like a lot of the songs in season 1, so that'll be exciting. So we've basically got the next 3 weeks of extras, and then we're going to start fresh with season 3 at the end of March, and I'm really excited because I don't mind taking a few extra weeks to go over the specials, because not only do I like Kuroko's basketball an awful lot, and the specials are really enjoyable, but also I'm not ready to be done with Kuroko's basketball. And as it stands, by the end of May, we'll be done with Kuroko's basketball, and that's insane to me. I feel like we just started. So yeah, that's kind of insanity that I'll be only spending such a short amount of time with this series, and it's so wonderful. So a special thanks to Truck for doing the audio dramas. I'll mention them again next week, but if you get a chance, definitely go check out their YouTube channel. I've included them here, along with other members of our philanthropy tier on Patreon: Dana, Edgar, Tyrone, Kenny, Larry Manning, and obviously the Truck and Anime Annie. They're ones who give extra each month to help me do the things that I like to do. And so thank you all so much for supporting my channel. And thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the channel, whether it's the $1 tier for the Discord and polls, whether it's $5 to get videos a week early, or just supporting on YouTube. It means an awful lot, and I'm really grateful for your support in letting me talk about these crazy anime with you all. So all of my love, thank you all so much. But thank you to the Truck. Go check out their YouTube channel. They've translated a lot of audio dramas and other things as well, and I'm thankful that they did that translation, because I sure can't. So and it's great because my English-speaking ass would like to listen to some audio dramas about our Kuroko boys. So with that being said, though, I am excited. We're going to look at the special and the bloopers first before we do the audio drama and just see what that's about. The special last season was like them just hanging out at the Whataburger or the Maggi Burger, the equivalent of it, and just having like a recap of the season. So I'm assuming that's what this is going to be, but we'll see. Maybe there'll be some special guests show up from other teams. Who knows? We'll see what ends up happening, right? But I'm excited, y'all. I got my glass of tea ready. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to watch the Kuroko's Basketball Season 2 OVA special, and we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Oh my god, can we talk about that OVA special? Can we talk about it? So, the bloopers were hilarious. I loved the bloopers. The bloopers were great. The Murasaki Bara ones where he's picking the chips up off of the floor was absolutely hysterical. And the 3-second rule, Kagami showing like his American style, like wanting to win the lottery. That was great. Oh my god, the psychic Imayoshi being psychic and being like, Hanamiya. Like, that was glorious. And then the laughter faces of Kuroko and Kagami, not only with Hyuga going Super Saiyan with the blonde hair, that the show is self-aware of itself, but also Aomine with the little drawn-on eyes. This was a great set of bloopers. I loved the season 2 bloopers. They were hilarious. But we need to talk real quick before we dive into the audio drama, because we are going to do volume 1 of season 2's audio drama, which features Kuroko himself. Before we dive into that audio drama, I want to talk about this special, right? So the special starts off pretty much like the one from last season, where they're meeting at the Magi Burger and they're just basically recapping the season. I like I love when they go to Murasaki Bara and we see like a little image of his room. We like cut to his room. I want to cut to that real quick, but like we go to it to see what his room looks like. It looks like I want to like get in on this. And it looks like there's like candies and doll houses and plushies in the background, and like it's all, excuse me, it's all like cutesy and like has plushes and cute. And he has like a little pink cardigan. There's just kind of like Teppei. Teppei has a cardigan in the exact same color, I'm pretty sure. But I love that Murasaki Bara, he's like, oh, I ran out of all of my snacks because I gave them all to Murochin. And Kuroko's like, who the heck is Murochin? And he's like, oh, Hamuro? And he's like, yeah, he gave me all this candy from America. And it's very accurate when he's like, oh, well, the candy bags are bigger than usual. I'm like, yeah, America, we like supersize everything. So that makes sense. But oh my God. So I figure they didn't have Murasaki Bara in this OVA only because when they do like the Mystery Science Theater 3000 where they're all like down, it looks really cute. We have like all the little Skittles line up and it's all like rainbow colored watching the recap. If Murasaki Bara was there, it'd be like, bloop. Like, he would stand out so much. So I figure aesthetically that's why they didn't include him. But then they had Kuroko call him and he's like going to go on a snack run. And that's his excuse to not be there. But what I like about Murasaki Bara is that in this one scene that we get in this OVA, which is canon, in this scene we get where he is kind of a diva and he's kind of a brat, but he has a good heart underneath it. And it's really cool. He's like, no, I'm just going to get snacks. Leave me alone. He's kind of introverted, and Hamuro drags him out of his shell, right? But I love that he talks about the jelly beans, and he wants snack sticks, and he wants cookies and chips. So if you want to worm your way into Murasaki Bara's heart, jelly beans is not the way to go. You got to get him chocolate chip cookies, the snack sticks he brings everywhere, and chips, and then we'll be fine. Give him a bag of Lay's, he'll be good for days. But, okay, Teppei asks about Akashi of all people, and I don't know what to think because we were like, let's just chat up Akashi and see what he has to say since he's not with us. And Teppei's like, well, wouldn't it make sense? We have it. He's the next one on the list. Shouldn't we talk about him and chat him up? Why not? And so Kuroko's like, fine, I'll just call him and see what's up. And then it's like the curtains unveil and like this violin music plays and it's like, you know, like Masterpiece Theater and he's got like a little juice there on the stand. Here's the thing though. On the surface, you would think that some of his answers, you're like, oh, well, Akashi doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. He seems pretty great and all, right? On the surface, you think that, right? Because it cuts to him. He's got like this beautiful view, right? And he's got the flowers in the vase and he's got like the little bird versions of all of them on the desk in a nice little cluster there, right? And he's all like just in his least heterosexual stance in that chair possible. He's just sitting there. It's like, what do you do on your days off? And he's like, oh, I go riding my horse, you know, alongside Ushijima from Shiratorizawa because we both have horses, right? That's the only thing I can think of. As soon as he said, I like to ride my horse a lot, there is nothing more posh than... The funny thing is, either horse riding is either the most posh thing ever or the most hillbilly thing ever. There is no in between. You are either redneck hillbilly on a horse going to a rodeo, or you're like the most posh equestrian about to go through a fancy creek on your way to like a champagne dinner. So yeah, I'm assuming he's the latter. But yeah, he has a white horse. Of course he does. All I could think of was Ushijima at Shiratorizawa and Haikyuu having the horses as well. He's like a horse. And Midorima knows about his horse. Of course, Midorima knows about his white horse named Yukimaru. I'm like, Midorima, have you been riding on top of Yukimaru alongside Akashi? I don't know. Like I said in the reaction to episodes 22 through 25, I feel like it's going to be Midorima's team versus Akashi's team in season 3. I feel like it's going to be them to go into the finals. It's going to be those two teams facing to see who will go into the finals against Seirin. And I think Akashi's team's going to win. But there's going to be like that end credit scene at the end of episode 25 with Midorima looking at Akashi. There was like so much tension there. I'm like, funny that you know the name of his horses, like you've been there and been on it, you know. And Takao's like, oh, and says, whom out of the generation of miracles are you closest to? And he said, and he didn't even hesitate. He just spat that out. He's like, oh, Shintaro. Which now I realize, I saw Shunpei on the graffiti, and that was Takao's name, isn't it? Or is that someone else? Shunpei. Oh, Shunpei. That's, I feel so awful not knowing. It's from Seirin's team, isn't it? Oh no. But it's not Midorima. Midorima is Shintaro, right? Because he calls him Shin-chan. So without any hesitation, Akashi said, oh, Midorima. That's the one I'm closest to. And I forgot from the OVA that Midorima was the vice captain. He's like, we were together a lot when it came to running the team. Which back in the OVA, he was always going up to see Akashi to ask him about things. And he was the vice captain. So it would make sense that they were the closest. But yeah, I like Takao's also asking me all these. He's like, oh, right, this is I feel like Takao's like wedging himself in between Akashi and Midorima, being like, what about him? So yeah, he doesn't even hesitate to answer that question. And then it's like, who do you dislike the most? And I like that Akashi says, no one. Says, who do you dislike the most? He says, oh, I don't dislike anybody. I'm like, okay. That's a very polite, nice, humble answer. And then he goes, well, or maybe Daiki. Or maybe Aomine, which he calls him on a first name. He calls all of them on a first name basis, right? We're friends, right? It's on a first name basis. He's like, or maybe Daiki. Maybe I don't like him, perhaps. I feel like that was such a Lucille Bluth moment. Like, if you've ever watched Arrested Development, it's like, I love all my children equally. I don't care for Daiki. I'm just... in the same breath. And his uninhibited nature can cause some friction. So in this moment, Akashi, like if we're studying his character, Akashi's like, he's a posh boy, likes horseback riding, has a white horse of his own, is close to Midorima, which makes sense. Feels the only reason he's like least likely to get along with Aomine is because his uninhibited nature can cause some friction. Well, if Aomine is like Kagami, then Akashi's not going to like Kagami at all. Surprising no one. That's why he went to stab him in the face with scissors. That all makes sense. But it sounds like what he's saying here is that he doesn't want friction on his team. He wants everyone to get along and for all of them to be friends. So then he says from there... he's asked the question, and then Aomine says there's no way we'd ever click. So yeah, so basically Akashi is the polar opposite of Kuroko. He's the polar opposite of Kuroko if he says we'd never click, because Aomine and Kuroko click. Kagami and Kuroko click. If Akashi doesn't click with Aomine, then that means he's not going to click with Kagami either. Also, he was talking about this in one of the bloopers, I feel. But Aomine and Kuroko, off the court, they're kind of awkward, right? Because their personalities don't exactly gel. On the court, they get along like peanut butter and jelly, right? Because they play well together. That is in direct opposition to Murasaki Bara. Off the court, Murasaki Bara and Kuroko get along great. But on the court, they don't at all because they're fundamentally different. So I was like, we talked in the last reaction about how fundamentally different and similar the Generation of Miracle players are, and that's another thread there. So... interesting. But yeah, so then we ask the next question. And it is, what was your funnest memory from middle school? It should be most fun. Just English teacher FYI, but I'll let it slide. I'm off duty. So he says, what was the most fun? He says, oh, nothing in particular, but I loved the time I spent with the team. So that makes me think that, and again, we're going to find out stuff about Akashi as we go through. But the way that his answers make you think, his answers make you believe that he really liked all of the Generation of Miracles somewhat equally, except for Daiki, but that's only because they don't really gel. And his most fun memory was spending time with the team. Like, he wants them all to stay together. I'm wondering if maybe Akashi doesn't have a lot of friends and doesn't make friends easily because of how posh he is, and it throws people off. And so maybe he was afraid of losing all of his friends. Like, after they graduated, he was afraid they'd go off and form their own teams and abandon him. And so now he wants to keep them all together, like Stockholm Syndrome, because he doesn't have any other friends outside of basketball. It doesn't seem like he has any friends. He's always alone whenever we see him. He's always by himself. It doesn't seem like he has any friends. So maybe there's something to that. Maybe we'll find out. And then Kisei's like, oh, I'm glad to hear that from you, Akashichi. Kisei's happy that he wants to be friends with him. And then, what do you like besides basketball? And he's like, I play shogi for recreational purposes. I'm able to play with or without an opponent. That is incredibly lonely, right? That's incredibly lonely for you to say, like, oh, I can play with or without an opponent by myself in my bedroom all day, every day. That's what it comes across as, is that he's lonely and he wants to stay with the team because that's like the only friendship he has. There's a part of me that feels kind of bad for him in this, but then what I was going to say is he's answering with all of these very sincere questions, but then if you listen to the music gets eerier and like more disturbing as it goes. So I'm like, is this all a troll? Is this all trolling? Does he really feel like that? Or is this all just an act? I don't know if it's genuine or not. And then I like that Teppei says, oh, well, that's fine, but Hanafuda cards. So maybe Teppei likes Chiafuru. Is that it? And then Hyuga's like, don't talk to him. He'll attack you with scissors. And then, what do you like in a girl? And he says, I like that Kuroko says, what do you like in a girl? And Akashi answers, I like a refined woman. He likes the cougars. Akashi's going after the cougars. Akari, watch your back. Alex, be careful. Well, Alex, like, I'm not saying you're a gold digger, but go for it. And yeah, I like that Momoy says, oh, no surprise there. I'm like, are you a refined woman, Momoy? What is basketball to you? And it like zooms in on his face. And he says, to elevate myself. So, yeah, I've had this horrible impression of Akashi the entire series. I've had this awful impression of Akashi. We ask him 20 questions and suddenly I'm debating everything I've ever thought about him. Because when he says to elevate myself, I'm like, is he like Shu from Tsurune? If you don't know what that show is, that character, Shu is a very posh character in Tsurune. He comes from a very posh family, and he's like this elitist archer, and he's very good. He's called the Prince, and everyone is like envious of him and puts him on this high pedestal, and he looks like he has it all. But the reality is, without spoiling anything, the reality we find out is that life isn't perfect for Shu, and just because he looks this way doesn't mean he actually thinks or acts this way. So I'm like, have I gotten it all wrong? I don't think I have entirely, but this just opened up like a whole new door, and now my mind is like torn between, is this all real or is this an act? Is this trolling? Is it going to be like a Hanamiya going, by the time we actually meet him in the series? Or was this a very introspective look into Akashi's soul? The hard part is I don't want you all to tell me. I want to find out in season 3, but to elevate myself, to make myself better. Like, does he have something to live up to that he feels he's not living up to? Oh, that's just, this entire segment on Akashi has like sent me. I'm like, really? And then that's all it is. That's all we get before season 3. I feel like we just went on a journey with this character and I wasn't expecting that. So, I have a lot to think about his character now when we go into season 3. Based on those answers. I'm taking them to heart, y'all. It's canon, so we'll see, right? We'll see. But there was some eerie, ominous music there, so not sure what we're going to do with that. But yeah, So we do have an audio drama to listen to. It is audio drama. It's season 2. It is volume 1. This one is specifically about Kuroko. It says featuring Kuroko Tetsuya. Don't know what it's going to be about, but thank you, Truck, for graciously translating these. Again, go to Truck's YouTube page. It's just Truck. It's blue. It has a yellow sun and a bird on it. I have a link down to the playlist below for both this week and next week. But yeah, I'm excited, y'all, to see what happens in this audio drama. I hope you all are too, but we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to start this audio drama and see what happens. And so we are going to start volume 2, season 2, volume 1, and we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Oh, I want to go back and read that real quick. Saying, this CD is slightly based on stories Momotaru, Peach Boy, and Isun-bushi, 1-inch Boy, so it might be helpful fun to know these stories beforehand. I do not, so a learning experience we shall have. Oh. Oh, it's September. Just now. Well, no wonder you're hot, Kagami. You're in that shirt. Kidding. Like a bird's nest. Aww. It's rough, buddy. Oh! What was I doing in your dream? Why'd you get quiet? Oh, are we getting his dream? Yes, let's go. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, the horror kind. Yeah, no, yeah, a fairy tale, yes. Well represented. What? Yeah, just spill the tea. We need to know the tea, Kuroko. This is the story of the strange dream that I had. Oh my god. I mean... Oh my god. What are we doing? Very little presents. Hold on. It was a fairy tale, so it has to be Once Upon a Time. Kroger's like, I never really thought about the aspects of the dream like this. Can I continue? It's my dream. A large blue peach. Ah! Why? Yeah, exactly. Why does it sound like Magic Carp? No, we could go, no. The fact that Kuroko is going to make a milkshake from Amine's peach is not right. Just look at these guns! You can't presume to know what will happen in the future. You won't know if I'll have guns in the future. Why did it sounds like he's inside of a peach? Some of these sounds. Some of these sounds, no. Oh my god, recording this in the studio would have been hilarious. But But then... What? Of course he's the spirit of the river! This peeler! Oh my god, this is amazing. What a fever dream. Oh my god. Edible peach. Blue peach. I am myself. We're just trying to make you edible, Almine. Oh. Ha! He did what he was going to do in number 2. He did what he was going to do in number 2. Slightly rotten on the inside. This yellow, more docile peach. Is this Kisei? Oh. We'll make a milkshake out of this peach. I like that Kuroko likes... Yeah, you're not going to give up on that milkshake, are you? Yes. Kuroko likes peach milkshakes. Make note. Oh my god. I knew it! It was obvious! Yes! Ryota. Oh. With the piano music. Oh. Slay and Oni. Who have the power should help others make the world a better place. Well, look at you, Kuroko. Aww. Of course it's vanilla. I'm kicking you out! You don't have a choice. Kuroko's like the most polite person that would be like, get out of my house, please. Who's the Oni gonna be? Oh, a very, very small boy eating sweets. Is it gonna be Mori Sakibara? Only he's gonna be tiny? 1-inch boy! Oh my god, look at that drip with the candy. Look at that plaid. I kind of want that outfit. Oh my god. With his tiny little voice. 1-inch boy. It's like such a shady role, Kuroko, giving him the shadiest role. That's so cute. What? The blip blop miracle mallet! Pico Pico. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna make him bigger. Okay. Oh. Huh. 6'8" Taro. But he's supposed to be 6'10". Huh? Oh my god. What a brat. Come on. Kisei's like, bye! Peace out. I ain't staying with you. I'm not here to listen to that. A pheasant? I'm a pheasant! At this point, yes, you are a pheasant. Will it? Thusly. Oh, an aerial battle, but you can't fly. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god. The pheasant turned chicken! And then a monkey called out to him! Oh. Two different Kagamis! And this sounds a little bit more like Kagami. Oh my god. And then a tiger! Ah! Yeah, right? I'm a shadow. Oh. Ha! As a sunshade. I'm a dog! What? Ichigo! What? Why? I mean... Oh, so it's like Wizard of Oz. And he's like Toto, so it's the tiger, the monkey. Well, I mean, the monkey. There's flying monkeys in Wizard of Oz, but there's a monkey, there's a chicken, and there's a lion. Or a tiger in this case. I was thinking of the cowardly lion. But who's the Ogi? Who's the Oni? Ha! Fine. Yeah, Kagami's doing all the work. I can't eat it. Oh my god, no. Just like, just pass it in there. Because Kuroko told me to. The world's greatest vanilla milkshake artisans! Ah! So is Almine gonna be the Oni? Oh my God. Yes, it does. Once the world's at peace. It'll taste like vanilla, yes. Just ignore it. Ignore him. Yeah. Let's see this. Ione. Ah! Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. It was me, the blue peach. What a reveal. Driven by the humiliation I suffered that day, I reinvented myself as a tyrant. Oh my God. I love that Kuroko was like, we came all this way, but now I'm going to argue with you. Oh my God. The snacks got smaller. How are you going to fix it? Oh my God. I love his catchphrases, I'll crush you. How is it Kisei's fault? Grudges over food are a force to be reckoned with. Oh, yeah, of course. We all saw that one coming. Oh, have you never returned have you never failed to return a favor on the court? What? Right, because there's only 5 of them. Akione was off on horseback. Okay, I'm going to go back to that. Oh! Ha! Could Midorima play with them? Could that work? Did you just drop this foolish pheasant turned chicken? Ah! Or was it this boneheaded monkey? Or was it this idiotic tiger? My ass! Oh. Spirit Son. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love that mean it's like, just do this one thing. Oh! I never thought I would hear Almine say to Midorima that he wanted him. Okay. Wait, so is it Murasaki Bara, Kagami, and Kisei against Midorima and Almine and Kuroko? Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Oh man, it was a draw. And they all lived happily ever after. Hmm. Hmm. an exhausting dream. Oh. You're a basketball junkie if you're playing it even in your dreams. Hmm. Ah. If you are. Why did you have that dream, Kuroko? Why? He's looking forward to playing against a generation of miracles more than he thought. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Hmm. All right. This is really sweet. I like this. We're going to defeat him no matter what. With your and my basketball. Aww. A promise is a promise. Hmm. Right. Oh. It it was just a dream. Yes. Yes, just a dream. What do you think of him, Kuroko? Oh no, we're gonna be late to practice. I can't talk about it right now. Nope, let's run the rest of the way. Ah! Oh my god, yes. Yes. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all. Okay. Okay. That was really, really good. That was great, actually. The thing, Kagami, you're asking the wrong questions. It's not why did Kuroko think of you as a pheasant, a monkey, and a tiger. It's why were you the one that were all three with him? Why was it specifically you, sir? I was like, you're looking at this the wrong way. Kuroko was only dreaming of you with the other generation of Miracle players. He could have dreamed of like Hyuga or Teppei or anybody else, but no, you were front and center. 3 times over. Kagami. This audio drama was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. I wanted to go back to when they were talking about what Akashi was doing, because they said Akaoni. They said the boss of the island of Oni, Akaoni, right? The boss was away on a journey, having set off on horseback in search of delicious tofu. So that in itself, I'm getting like conspiracy board Sama out. That in itself is saying like the king of the demons, okay, and then saying that he was on horseback but looking for delicious tofu. So maybe that's how him and Murasaki Bara get along. They love tofu and love eating it together. Or they not love tofu, but they love food. They're foodies. Murasaki Bara probably wouldn't like tofu because it's not sweet, but I could see them both being like foodies. Murasaki Bara, I could see Akashi inviting him over to his house and has like a 5-course dinner, but then it has like the best desserts, and Murasaki Bara's like, yes. So, I just love that the voice actors had so much fun with this audio drama. Like Aomine's voice actor, like doing all the crazy sounds, and Midorima being like this pompous fairy spirit son, and then like Kisei and Murasaki Bara with the tiny little voice. It was really cute. I was gonna say I didn't note this in the reaction for the last set of episodes, but Murasaki Bara's VA has a really varied vocal range. Like at times he kind of has like a nasally voice and it's a little bit high pitched, and then at other times it would get deeper and other times it would get softer. Like his vocal range as that character was really interesting, and so it kind of made it hard to tell when he was being serious and when he was not being serious. So I liked that. I thought that was really neat. But yeah, this was so cute. Poor Kagami. Kagami being like, what the hell? And then, I'm sorry, but you could go, if you wanted to toss your mind into the gutter, you could have gone there this audio drama episode, because the idea that Kuroko wants to make peach milkshakes out of Kisei and Almine. And he's all about, conquering the world and world peace with his vanilla milkshakes. And Kagami's like, okay. So that was really, really cute. I liked that a lot. I'm going to be curious to see how these 6 OVAs rank, because last time I listened to several OVAs, and the first one that I watched was one of the best ones. So I'm hoping that they get better as we go, but this was a really, really fun one. I'm all about like wacky fairy tales, especially how sports anime, like if you've ever listened to Skate the Infinity's audio drama, it goes like a fairy tale route, and it's really cutesy. But yeah, just starting off being like, you were in my dream, Kagami, and he'd been like, in what capacity? Is it one of, and Alami says, is it one of those dreams people have at night? And Kuroko's like, it was a fairy tale. I just like, ignores the question, ignores it completely. So yeah, I thought that was really cute. I liked that a lot. The artwork, Murasaki Bara's outfit, can we talk about it? Like just the plaid with the candy shirt and like the teal. I have teal pants like that, so I could actually pull this off if I had the right shirt. I could cosplay as Murasaki Bara, get some like 6-inch heels. I'd only be like 6'2" then, but we could make that work and just be Murasaki Bara with a purple wig. I have a purple wig like for trunks. I could do Murasaki Bara. I could do that cosplay if I had the right outfit. I could do it. That'll be my goal. My goal for this year. Get a Murasaki Bara cosplay together. Yes, please. But yeah, I will say the teams that they had for the 3-on-3, that is a ridiculous combination. Because you had Murasaki Bara, Kagami, and Kisei, which have a lot of versatility, versus Almine, Kuroko, and Midorima. So that would be a really hard battle, actually. That would be really tough. Because, yeah, if you had Murasaki Bara and Kagami against Almine, and then you had Kisei versus Midorima, and then you had Kuroko versus Kagami and Murasaki Bara, you could do a lot with that. That would actually be interesting. I would have actually paid money to see that happen, but that's rather curious. Huh. So, yeah, I'm very curious to know what y'all thought of those specials. Please, no spoilers, but I'm excited to hear your comments about the specials, the bloopers, and this first audio drama. So yeah, next week we'll be listening to the other audio dramas. We have 5 that we're going to be listening to, starring Kagami, Takao, Izuki, Hanamiya, as well as our lovely lady coaches. So that's going to be a fun time. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to. And then we'll have the character songs before we start season 3. So lots to prepare for. So I'm excited. I hope you all are too, but I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back very soon with more of Kuroko's basketball. Bye.